over the dock, like, do you have any money? Hey, I'm driving. Raymond, you're jamming here.
I think they're Razer headphones, but they've been known to save children from headshots. That's what it was. It was a local news story in Chicago.
What, somebody was wearing that and got shot in it?
Same set of headphones I'm wearing. He was playing video games, like playing like Call of Duty. And he's like, I was in my house and a stray bullet came through and hit me in my headphones and it saved him from getting shot in the head, is what he claimed. Like, that's how the story read. But it was really, it was just a stray bullet, like, skimmed the top of his headphones. And you can just see the bullet mark on the top.
Oh, it just fucking...
Same set of headphones. It was just a bullet mark through the word Razer. I was like, sweet. And this kid made it like sound like save me from getting shot in the head.
I wonder if they gave him a free pair.
Dude, I hope. That was the biggest publicity stunt they've ever attempted. Like, all right, what can we do to advertise headphones right now?
It never even happened.
Like, we could say a white kid got shot in the head in the projects and say that this set of headphones saved him.
Yeah, probably.
So I've learned some, you want to know the tricks I was about to just teach you. I've learned some pretty sweet deals recently in the fast food game because my pregnant ass girlfriend, I have a
sweet deal.
I have a baby machine at home, you know? So I some sweet deals is like the fast food deals. You can get a 2 for $7 longboard at Burger King.
Sounds dangerous.
You know what a longboard is? We all know what the longboard is.
I taught you what the longboard
I know.
is.
Just making sure Alec did.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking 2
I got
for
it from
$7.
them. They taught me the longboard.
You taught him to call that a longboard?
Probably my brother.
The fucking armadillo sleeping on the couch in the other room.
Yeah.
He's fucking snuggled up.
I get the longboard and I get the buffalo sauce and I just dump it on the longboard.
I like the zesty sauce.
Ah, that's good too.
That shit
It's like
sucks, dude.
This shit slaps a bunch.
Yeah.
Fucking, it's like onion ring sauce.
It's radioactive.
It's fucking
dangerous.
Yeah. I got yelled at last night because we took too long on our podcast and we missed free Dairy Queen for the first day of spring.
You got yelled at?
Not yelled at, but she was like, I told you about it for like a week.
I forgot about that. I heard of that like a year or two ago.
A year or two ago. Every year there's free water ice at Rita's.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But then Dairy Queen also has a free mini blizzard for fat people.
Yeah.
And
that's pretty good.
Yeah, I loved it. Raymond, you wanna bring the boys in?
We are at the compound, guys. We made it. There was about 5 to 6 different security clearances we had to get through. I had to get COVID tested. Everyone, they frisked me, and we finally made it. We got in here.
Jody's in here in a hazmat suit, full one of those bubble suits. She's like, "Let me scan you. He's clean."
It was like Rogan's compound, dude. They had a nurse. I had a fucking IV. It was beautiful.
Yeah, dude, there's a wheelie simulator in here and a float tank next to each other in the other room. We're here with young Alec combo kid Derita.
So he goes by many names, actually.
Give it to him, Raymond. What is it?
The Bike Jesus.
Mm-hmm.
The combo kid, La Flama Blanca. One Way Alec. Don Wheelione. The White Lightning. Also a young Christian warrior like ourselves.
Exactly. Very true. Very true.
But thank you for coming with. This is Tony Hawk. No, this is Alec Derita.
Hell yeah.
We've been talking about having Tony Hawk on, just like acting like we're going to have him on. I was like, yeah, Tony Hawk actually went to school with me as a child.
Did you ever see the post, like the tweets that Tony Hawk puts out when people see him in public? And they're like, man, you look a lot like Tony Hawk.
No, I've never seen that.
Oh, look it up. It's amazing.
He always
So
is just
funny.
like I've seen what you're talking about. He's always just like, people always tell me, wow, you look a lot like Tony Hawk. He's like, because I am Tony Hawk.
Yeah.
No one just gets that I'm Tony Hawk. No one just immediately assumes he's Tony Hawk. They're just like, you look like you're Tony Hawk. Like,
Yeah, dude.
it's because I am.
It's pretty prestigious out here. Tons of security clearances. They frisked me. They took my weed. Luckily, I had some hidden.
Mm-hmm.
In my butt, maybe.
How'd you get that whole bottle in?
That was in my butt, too.
Yeah, this is a clean household. Raymond's in here with a whole bottle of, he put this handle in his ass. It came out a little, Raymond cleaned it. And after it dried off, we put a couple of shots to celebrate. Because we're here to talk about the BRAP, the new toy.
Alec is the professional athlete we've been talking about. He's the stunt rider. And we've known each other for a long time. We went to, for some reason, our fucked up town has 2 versions of kindergarten.
Yeah.
We went to beginners together, which is what kindergarten is.
Yeah. Beginners. Weird.
Wasn't there, you were in the one before that though, right?
I went to real kindergarten and then I went to beginners.
Yeah, and I only went to beginners for some reason. I don't know why they gave Raymond an extra year of school.
I did the same thing.
I got held back.
Kindergarten and then beginners at this school, and then
This Setzer, right?
Yes.
That old white. Dude,
She's a lovely lady. Don't
She was a
ever.
I know, dude. Every single one of those women that taught the ages of kindergarten to, I want to say 3rd grade in the East Greenwich school systems was a sweet lady. And every single one after that was a 50-50 chance that they were a big piece of shit.
Oh
you.
yeah.
How about our librarian that was also the computers teacher and also the Spanish teacher? She didn't speak a fucking word of Spanish.
Dude, how funny was it when she taught Spanish? She would do like a lesson that was planned, and then she would play a Spanish computer game.
She's like, all right, como te llamas, everybody.
Other old white, Mrs. like Myers or something like that. That wasn't Miss Myers, but I'm just gonna use that last name. It was a very old white lady name, and she smelled like powder. And she taught like 3 different classes because that's how elementary. We were just talking about this on the last episode, how these schools evolved so quick.
Oh yeah.
Remember how small town it was when we were growing up, and I was driving through town on the way here. I called Deck and I was like, dude, this looks completely fucking different.
Oh yeah. They built that 55 and older across from Archie's house
Oh, really?
from Platt's Farm Market.
No way. I didn't even drive down
When
that
you go
street.
towards the highway, look to your left across from Platt's.
Oh.
They built it in like
yeah.
months, dude. Just
Well,
hundreds
the
of
houses.
houses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The across from is it Timber Lane?
Yeah, right there.
Yeah, right
At
there.
the end
So
of
I
Timber
saw
Lane.
them starting to build it there. This town, it's like 322 and off of Kings Highway is all built up. So
Mhm.
like we were talking about last night how we grew up where it was a lot of trees, it
Mhm.
was mostly farmland. We all went to a very small school, and then obviously no matter what, our class sizes were going to quadruple when we joined Kingsway.
Yeah.
But we also grew up in that time period of post 08 when everything went broke, and then our entire area exploded in the housing boom.
Yeah.
Remember that? It was like 09 to 2015 where it was just nonstop housing and
Yeah, it
building.
blew up after the
So-
recession.
Yeah. So like it's weird how we went from having these like very traditional, basic, small town areas very, very recently,
Mhm.
and then immediately became this like
Go on.
Group 4, Group 5 powerhouse area immediately.
You're on Facebook.
Oh yeah, on the Facebook.
Are you
machine.
on like the township pages?
No.
Some of them.
Oh, it's
That
amazing.
sounds like next
Go-
door.
For this one,
It's great.
For the-
well, East
for
Greenwich is
around
funny.
here? so like I was on the Phoenixville town pages, and like out in Phoenixville, like PA, and like what's that? I live in Bucks County, and like, dude, this is a
Brutal.
next level of people.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So Malika Hill, I'm not in the group, but East Greenwich was sharing it in their group. They're all fighting these like companies who are building all these warehouses down 322, and they're like showing up to like the board meetings and like just packs of people just like fighting with them.
Just angry as shit.
And like like
Like
the
the
mayors
actual
are
town
getting
hall-
pissed.
there are
'cause, like,
actual town hall meeting arguments.
yeah,
That's
and
crazy.
The mayors are getting pissed because like they're actually like doing something about it and like stopping production, and now they're not going to get like the tax money and
Dude,
shit.
South Jersey is riddled in like
Karen.
not just Karens, like backdoor shady deals development.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
one of my very close friends, his dad was a builder in South Jersey, like pre 07, and he always talks about because he was a loser. Like when we were getting older, he was an absolute fucking loser. Like lost his job, was on drugs, was missing for like days at a time, so we never would see him. And he would always say when he'd come back, he's like, "Goddamn housing boom ruined. I was gonna build South Harrison." So the way I was laid out who this guy was, because eventually I asked about this guy's dad to like people in the area, and like the people that worked in the area, like Gino's family and all them, they were friends with a buddy of mine's dad, who was like a little Jewish guy that would talk to all the farmers in the South Harrison, East Greenwich, Mullica Hill area, and he built all the houses.
Yeah.
He was the guy that like swindled land off of people. So like 322 is one of those things right now where it's blowing up and everybody's trying to buy it.
Yeah.
Like, you see how big it is? See how like wide it got?
Mhm.
It's built for something to blow up there.
Dude, it's
Yeah.
rich out here now. It's literally
Oh, yeah.
it's mad money out here.
And bef-
Everything's brand new. The bank on the corner across from the Quaker schoolhouse.
Yeah,
Dude, what is that now?
that's another story.
I haven't seen that.
The Facebook pages, they redid that bank,
Yeah.
and
Did they knock it down or did they
And,
keep
like,
it the same?
people are like
It
all
looks beautiful
arguing.
and brand new.
They're all arguing about like some people love it, some people hate it, and I just go on there and just laugh. I've never commented, posted anything. I just go in there and I just crack up.
I
Yeah.
think
And all
one of
the
my
Karens.
favorite things that like they built that pissed someone off. Do you remember right across the street from that when they put the gigantic electrical pole in that person's front yard.
That's got to be
What the-
illegal.
Dude, that was like putting a lighthouse in their front yard.
Well, I don't think those people wouldn't have a choice. I think they'll
didn't.
cut you a check for like 10 or like some crazy money.
So yeah, that's I think what happened, but they eventually moved out because of how much
There's a
they
term for
hated
that.
it.
What the fuck
She
is-
called it. The news went there and interviewed her. She called it a gigundus pole. Yeah, we can probably find it. Gigundus.
Look it up.
I gotta look this up. Hold on.
Dude, that shit was literally when they first built it, it was shiny and metal, and it was like they put the Iron Giant's dick in this woman's yard, dude. It was ridiculous.
That's awesome.
Oh man, what a fucked up thing to do to somebody.
This sounds crazy.
That was the only they didn't put it anywhere else in that part of the town. There's one of those, and then it's 2 miles down up Kings Highway in the middle of a field. For some reason, they were just like, "Yo, fuck this lady's house."
Yeah, and she has like 0.3 of an acre to begin with.
Yeah,
Well,
So
dude,
they just boned her.
Yeah, right. Like,
Yeah,
she has like the
what
smallest
did
lot.
you think
on
they
that
cut
street.
her a check for like 20 G's or something crazy? Like
I don't even know. I think she probably sold the
They
place.
were in a predicament too there because the problem was they couldn't put that on the Quaker school land.
Yeah.
Nobody
right.
will ever buy that house. Dude.
No. I don't know if I'll be able to find the video.
No,
Yeah, it's a tough one to
that's
find.
right.
Yeah, right. Hey, Al, can you bring up that local news specific story?
I'm pretty specific too, but I don't think I'm gonna get it. We'll save it.
I
for the next
remember that.
one.
I know exactly what you're talking about. It was
Young
definitely like a Fox
Jamie.
29.
Yeah, she was pissed.
Young Jamie here.
Me and Raymond just came over here. Raymond came up from Baltimore.
Oh,
I came to claim what was rightfully mine.
rightfully
I
mine.
can't believe this.
Ray won.
I am just green
Alec-
with envy.
I did
Alec is the one who I was telling everybody about, ran the raffle. And actually, his first raffle he did on his new page. And I literally texted him about it. I was one of the first people to buy it, joking, like, so funny. Where am I going to keep it? I live on the 3rd floor. We laughed about it.
I'm like, push that bitch up the steps.
And I fucking won that bit.
Yeah, it's so wild.
I've been also calling collusion this whole time. It's not even possible because they use like a bingo machine.
Yeah.
But like the whole time I'm like, dude, somehow Alex is gonna slip this bike to Raymond, and it's gonna be making the best podcast material we've ever heard of.
No, it's perfect. It worked out perfect.
When we won, me
Maybe
and
just-
Declan had the idea of raffling the bike off on our page.
Alex is just washing money. We're just buying bikes. That's all that's going on right
It's,
now.
It was like 100 spots. We have the bingo wheel. We have her phone recording the live, a second phone recording
Yeah,
because people will say it's rigged,
yeah.
and
Mhm.
there's a couple hundred people watching the live and everybody can see it. So if anyone says it's rigged, I have like a highlight reel on the side of the camera
Yeah.
or on the side of the table to, But no, that's awesome. We were so excited.
Did anybody question it?
No,
Really?
just one person was like, "That's cool that he won." I'm like, "Yeah,
Did anybody
it's cool."
like type obscenities and racial slurs in the
Cody.
comment section?
Cody,
Cody did.
Cody
what did he say?
Immediately?
He's like, "Suck me,
Yeah, that's like one of his catchphrases.
suck me."
Yeah.
It's a good catchphrase.
Yeah. Alex is like, "What did she?" She's like, "I won't do that," and I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Nothing." Like, what did he say? Yeah, it's Cody for
That's
you.
hilarious.
Congratulations, Ray.
Dude, I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I'm bike life from here on
Ray's,
out.
Yeah.
Ray's real bike life, Declan.
Raymond's a bad boy now. Raymond gets gnarly.
Yeah.
Tell him
Catch-
the
catch him in the
story about
streets.
St. Louis.
Yeah,
Ooh,
that I actually like that you brought that up, Raymond. Raymond
I don't think I'd talk about this.
Raymond
much.
is bike
No?
life as fuck, and at one point Raymond was also a photographer.
So Alec, in the beginning of his Alec has a really awesome following on YouTube and Instagram, and he's been going at it for years
How many
consistently.
years, Alec?
6 years, 5-6
Yeah.
years. Yep.
Dude, that's amazing.
Hell yeah.
I think back to the beginning.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
From
I
trying
remember
to,
when he
we were
brought up-
editing over on your computer, making YouTube videos
Yeah.
and shit. Yeah.
in the
Oh.
beginning, I used to help Alec a little bit and do some video and photos for him and stuff. And there was this huge ride out, and it's comparable, I would say, to the Sturgis Harley, the Harley ride out
Yeah.
in a way. But
Hmm.
this one's strictly street bikes and street riding, right?
Yeah.
Honestly, anything.
You just go out there and just take over the whole city.
St.
Street
Louis,
bikes.
Missouri. It's called ROC, Ride of the Century.
Yep.
I mean,
Yeah.
how many thousand people?
Oh, there was 2,000-3,000
Yeah.
probably. Throughout the city, over the course of 5 days.
And Alec at the time had an extra bike, a dirt bike, actually, very similar to the one I just won, that he let me ride. And I followed him around the city and we were shooting video. But that was
Yeah.
That was one of the craziest things I've ever been
And
a part of.
You've like never ridden on the street besides like the moped.
Yeah.
And like the first night we get there, we just drove like 18, 20 hours
It
or
was
something.
crazy.
And we're like, it's like 10 at night. We're like, we should go to bed.
Funny
and we're
story.
like, fuck it. We're going to go street ride. And Ray's like thrown into the mix.
People are crashing in front of me and shit.
He's on his bike.
I like have one hand holding the bars, the other hand with the camera. I'm like, dude, this is crazy.
Yeah,
I
was
didn't
a
know
good
what
time.
it really was until then.
Yeah, it's wild.
But dude, that was one of the coolest trips I've ever been on.
Yeah, it was fun.
What a crazy
Didn't we
thing.
break down on the way?
We did.
Remember?
We needed the rear
Wheel
went?
bearings?
Oh, the wheel bearing went in our van.
Yeah.
We got stranded in Indiana.
Oh my god, I remember
The
that.
mechanic must have done so much meth. He didn't have a nose.
His nose
Someone
was-
shaved his nose off.
That's like pretty standard for Indiana.
We were
right?
in the middle of bumfuck
It was-
Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana, right?
Yeah.
Or Illinois. I think it was
He went
Indiana.
in- I forget, honestly. One of them.
We
But-
almost didn't make it out of New York. It, like, remember the van like didn't want to get up the bridge?
Oh, yeah.
Like this van is fucked.
No, and what did you guys have to go up to get somebody in New York and then go
We
out?
went up to New York with bikes, put the bikes in a van, and somebody drove their van all the way to St. Louis.
Yeah.
That's gnarly as fuck.
It's an insane
It
trip.
sucked.
dude.
That's rocket power as fuck.
Yeah, it was cool. It was fun.
It was hard as shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ray's bike life though.
It was hard body material.
I knew Raymond was bike life when I heard he laid the moped down in flip flops. You remember that story?
That was right here.
That was down the street.
Yeah.
Dude, I was like,
He called me crying.
I'm like crying.
What, you were coming around the corner and you hit a sand
Like a
patch.
patch of
no,
sand.
there's literally a pothole coming up on by the baseball fields, and I just came off the ground and just landed.
He called
I
you
had
crying.
brand new clothes on.
in flip
I had
flops.
brand new clothes, wearing flip flops with like shorts and a t-shirt. My shirt was completely ripped open.
You're
I
so
had
lucky
holes
you
in my
ripped your
pants.
toes off.
He
dude.
called you crying.
He's like, dude, I just laid the moped down. Can you come help me?
I
Wait,
got
was
it
it-
home.
Was it your moped or was it your?
It was mine. I bought it from him.
Oh,
Yeah.
it was yours, and then you bought
And
it from
then-
him.
Where did I buy that off of?
And then
We had a-
I
we
gave
had
it
a
to one of
gang.
you to get it fixed, and then the guy just stole it from me.
Georgie.
Somebody
Yeah,
just
so-
stole my moped.
Wait, they stole it?
So-
no questions asked.
So no, the moped had sat at the Heritage Farm for so long, and Raymond wasn't using it anymore, and Georgie wanted to use it for the city. So our father, who goes to Columbus Market all the time, he's like, I got a motorcycle guy or some motor guy at the Columbus Market that'll fix it. Call him, bring it to him, he'll fix it. You can go back and get it. And the guy literally just took it and sold it.
Oh my
never,
God.
Stole my
never
shit.
called Georgie back. Never actually fixed it.
We were the coolest kids with them mopeds.
Dude.
We had a gang of us, and we would just go
We
to.
had a moped.
Remember,
gang.
like showing up to the football games
I
in
got
high school.
so much shit for that moped. You guys were just cool.
We were the coolest. Dude. We were the coolest kids ever.
Well, we
They used to do the
thought,
most
at least
fucked
we
up
thought
shit.
it was cool. I don't know.
Man, I loved it, and people did like. You know what made me get it? Josh Kohler. Josh Kohler had a
Did he?
moped, and he was an umpire, and I was umpiring, and I was like, I'm tired of riding this fucking bike everywhere in
Yeah.
pads. I'm riding around in fucking pads like
Umpire
a goofball.
gear.
So
Uh.
that moped I had the fucking cab.
Yeah.
I just keep like snacks and shit in there, fucking umpire shit, and I ride up on my.
I never
look
even had a
professional as
moped
fuck.
license. I never had one.
Yeah, I made like a big. Mommy and Daddy made a big deal about me getting a license and doing it if I was gonna get it, and then Raymond, they didn't give a fuck that Raymond.
Oh,
did
he's
it.
out there jumping it,
My
crashing
first
it.
car, I didn't have a license when I used to drive my first car. Remember
No?
that?
Oh,
Remember
the Kia?
I would drive it
Dude.
with no license.
That Kia. Remember when Cody
Where
used
did
to?
you get that from? What?
I bought it off Matt.
Oh
For, like,
yeah.
and you were underage still at the point, weren't you?
Yeah, I didn't have a license. I just was driving.
He had fixed it. He had fixed it up, and he had like started driving it. Do you remember the fucking forklift mirror you had? He had a forklift mirror
Oh yeah.
as the rear
across
view.
It was JDM.
It was a 4.5
It was a
panel.
Japanese like
It was
ricer.
JDM as fuck. I
Yeah.
think I learned how to drive a manual car, and
In
that
that.
was stick, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the first time you let me drive that.
John
And
got
that was the
stuck
first time I
between
drove.
second and third all the time. You
Yeah.
remember that? You go 1, 2, and then
I
go,
gave you that car too, and then you just fucking killed it.
What do you mean? I just fucking killed it. I worked it.
Fight.
I
Fight about
fucking
it.
break down.
Fight about it.
I gave you that car, and then it just disappeared. Like
No.
another just vehicle of mine that just disappeared.
Pretty sure I gave you like $500
No,
for
dude,
it,
you
and then I
didn't pay
blew.
me a single
Did you bring
dollar.
it
What
to
did I
the-
get it for?
You needed a car. I gave
Yeah,
you
I
a
think
car.
at the time you gave me the car.
You
I
bring it-
gave you something for. I gave you my love at one
You
point.
did not.
You brought it to the same guy
I've
that
done
had
so
the
much for
moped.
you.
At one point, you weren't even paying the insurance.
What do you mean? When?
We were under the same insurance. I was paying for it.
Do you have proof?
He's talking out of his ass right
Can I
now.
see
No,
statements?
He's bullshitting right
I
now.
had insurance
You
in my
defaming
name.
my character? I'll sue you. I'll Brett Favre your ass so quick.
This is what I get for
You're-
just giving you a car.
You're the one that tried to make me sound like I was a piece of shit just now.
Oh, Brett Favre, your ass.
But, yeah, I will Pat McAfee sue your ass right now, right?
Oh God.
No, what happened to that? I blew it up.
Yeah, there was no oil in it.
Because it burned oil like something was wrong with it. Dude, I tried so hard to take care of this thing. I put oil in it all the time, and like once a week it would burn a quart of oil.
Oh my God.
So like something was going on. My piece of shit mechanic, the one that I most recently dealt with,
Jeez,
also
why
a
did you
piece.
deal with it?
I
He was
that
my friend.
I heard that story.
I
right?
tried to give. I've tried to give this guy so many fucking chances, but he at this time was like, "Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. Check
He's your
it, blah
bait
blah."
guy too.
He's my fucking bloodworm guy,
And he fixes your car.
Yeah.
and he paints out. No, I'm kidding.
There's a little bit of taxes.
Big sandwiches.
Clear your plumbing out.
Yeah. He told me nothing was wrong with it. I believed him. Like, and like a couple weeks later, I went to go take the dog for a walk, and it just broke down in a parking lot. I'm like, well, I think I'm too low on oil to start the car. Is what
Yeah. Don't.
it was
start
at that moment. Like, it was like one of those situations where it was too low to start the car, and it just died out. So I walked to a gas station, get a bunch of oil with the dog, walk back, fill it with oil, start it, and it's just immediately like
Done.
a fucked up noise, like something's just slamming.
I've done it. I've blew motors and street bikes a
So
couple times.
I like took it home. I'm like, no big deal. And then I was gonna come meet you and someone else or something in the city for something. And I called on the way. I'm like, hey, I think this engine's blowing up. And you told me to call somebody. I think I called Jimmy or one of your friends that knew about the car. And he's like, just put it on speaker. And I put it on speaker. He's like, yeah, that's fucked, dude. I pull over immediately. That sounds like it's gonna explode. I would get out of that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, that's fucked.
Yeah, jump out.
He's like, I've heard those things light on fire. Like,
He's like, yo,
so instead of
evacuate,
doing
bro.
that, I drove back another 10 minutes back to my house, and I'm like, all right, well, I can't go to my plans, but I'll drive it home.
That shit was rare, dude.
So the next day, I took it to my mechanic.
That's a rare car.
What actually happened to that is I took it to my mechanic. I brought it there. I limped it all the way there, and I showed up. It's just like, just like
Yeah, and you just scrapped it.
No, he sold me the Nissan for it. That and like $1,000.
Oh yeah, there
That's
you go.
not
Got my
bad.
Xterra.
If you ever
Trick-
come across a Kia Sophia, buy it.
Mint, dude.
Yeah, it was-
They
it
have
wasn't a-
R32 Skyline body kits for them.
No way.
What? How do you know that?
We looked it up. I remember back in the day. Kia
Oh, that's
Sophia.
great. I gotta
Honestly,
see it.
I loved that thing.
It was a good car.
It was a sweet little car, and it ripped around. Made me feel like I was a racer.
Remember when
really
Cody
good.
used to throw the ice cream cones at it?
Dude, I
Remember
was
out
so
in the
mad.
street? He was.
That was funny.
No,
It was the middle of the winter, and he wung an ice cream cone at the back, and it just stuck to the window, and it just froze there.
All right, so
We made it. We're back to the homeland.
We're gonna take a shot for this. We're gonna celebrate.
Yeah.
Alec, you need to rip your vape as hard as you can while we take a shot.
Go ahead.
All right.
Cheers, boys.
So
Episode 20, right?
episode
20.
20.
Hell yeah.
Episode 20. Raymond won a fucking dirt bike. We're talking about getting those chest protectors like all the other people in bike life
No.
get.
It's a
a
You need
body
a-
vest,
You need black air.
bulletproof vest.
a bulletproof vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ones that say like
And we
bike
want to
life
get them
Ray.
labeled with words on the back, like
Yeah.
all my hitters ready to die no matter for what.
That's a lot of words.
No,
I don't know if
I
I'm
figured out something good. It was like on God. What was
It's
it?
on God. Oh,
Does this just come right up on the? Because
What?
I found the Kia Sophia with the R34
Like
kit.
it looks sweet.
It's so funny. Like
I'll look it up and I'll just overlay when I make the
And then
video.
picture me ripping it. I remember when I was driving that, I had to pick up a family, like one of Christina's family members and their girlfriend from the airport. And I was driving it home, and I picked them up from the airport, and she goes, "You whipped this little motherfucker, don't you?" I was like, "I do." I was like,
Dude,
I was
She had
ripping
a
her.
25-second quarter mile.
Dude, it was the slowest car.
I might have a bucket helmet for you.
Reliable.
Ooh, with the point.
I don't think no, there's no
Oh.
point. But you need like black Air Force Ones.
We just talked about that.
Yeah.
Air Force Ones. I have
Black
everything.
Air Force.
If
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
wearing
yeah.
black
Funny.
Air Force Ones, you better run.
Yeah.
Shout out to Timmy Thatcher, my
Anytime I'm not on the bike, I'm just pulling my pants up.
my best friend Timmy. So like he went to Florida last week for the week, and
Mhm.
I was like, hey, I need some fishing stuff from your house. He's like, okay, just go ahead and get it. and I walk in and I go in his closet and I'm going through the fish and stuff. He has a bag of 3 pairs of the same exact white pair of Air Force Ones in a bag in the closet.
He's like, who are you trying to rob?
I was just like,
robbing tonight.
I was like, well, bro, you just cycle these Johns? I was like, you just say fresh on the Air Force Ones. Oh, yeah, Air Force Ones.
My AFOs.
we just got back from Florida a few weeks ago too.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Episode 20.
Episode
It's
20.
a bike life here on
It's
out.
a bike life here at the Level Up Studios
Hell yeah.
in the Derita Electric compound. The Derita Electric Stadium, actually. We're gonna say,
Stadium.
dude, we should sponsor a single A baseball team down the street with Derita Electric.
We were
Fucking
in
Italian
should.
sausage and
we
cutlets.
were in Immokalee, Florida. It's like
Immokalee.
it's like 20 miles north of the Everglades. So it's like
Ooh,
fucking alligators everywhere.
West Coast?
It's like 18 miles from Naples inland. So
Wow.
West Coast, like almost central, but and the kid has this big ranch and there's just alligators everywhere. And I'm like, you're not scared of them? He's like, no, if they're on land, he's like,
That's just a gator.
yeah, he's like, Florida people are wild. He's like, if they're on land, you could just run at them and they'll
No
just run.
way.
I'm like, bullshit. I'm like, you would raise a child on this property?
That's just a little gator, bud.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty wild.
We don't worry about them.
He's like,
there.
no. He's like, you only have to worry about them when they're in the water.
No way.
I'm like, no.
Don't they run fast as hell?
Yeah.
They also swim fast as hell.
We were
dude.
camping in the van, and he's like, if you gotta piss at night, he's like, just piss out the door. Don't get out.
Oh my God.
I'm like, what?
What were you down there for?
We were riding.
A big ride out or
It
just
was
a
a-
show?
It was like it's a bunch of people come together from all over the country.
Yeah.
And just meet up at they rented a racetrack, like a drag strip, and we got kicked out. Just
Why?
burnt the place down.
'Cause you're not
Literally.
allowed to do that shit there?
No, we rented it, and there was like 500-600 people there, and we were just stunting there all day, like a bunch
Yeah.
of stunt riders. But at the end of the day, somebody poured gas all over the track and lit it on fire.
Of course.
And I'll show you
As is
videos.
tradition.
Me and my girl.
That's
It happens all the time.
our fire ring.
And, like,
you're
me
not
and-
you're
yeah.
not okay with the fire ring?
And me and my girl were doing like tandem wheelies like inside of the fire ring. It was so cool. And the owner pulls up. The owner pulls up and he's like, "Get the fuck out!" And my girlfriend's like, "We got somewhere else to go. Fuck it." And we all just packed up.
Dude, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
It was
anybody doing
wild.
sweet rollerblading at these events?
No,
Oh man,
I
I'd be
know
the
a
guy
stunt rider who's rollerblades though. It's funny.
You used to rollerblade.
Yeah, hell yeah, fruit booter.
Remember?
That's what they call it.
You used to backflip, dude.
Some,
talking about a
some cool
four
shit.
wheel or you talking about an inline?
No, not
inline.
quads. Inline.
I just got in an argument with somebody the other day about this. Inlines
Yeah.
are considered gayer than the quads now.
No.
I was like, no way.
No.
I was like, there's no fucking way. I was like,
Who
get
the,
the-
fu-
You're
who the
talking
fuck
about
would say that?
some hipster. In
You're talking
Baltimore.
about peanut butter quads.
Ooh, a pair of peanut butter quads on a Thursday night.
They
with
are
some
pretty
bitches in
fire.
middle school.
You can only wear short shorts and use the quads.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. You got rid of it?
I suppressed any accent.
Yeah, I got rid of the wooder.
I say wooder.
I guess you can say it's an accent.
Do people say it to me on the
But-
stage when I'm talking? I do jokes. They'll be like, I hear it come out of your voice sometimes. I'm like,
You got some wooder?
you guys ever? I like say it like something's wrong with me.
So we went to Louis G's before we got over here. Have you heard of Louis
I've passed it my whole life.
Yeah. There's always been they used to be called Blazes at one point. It was called
Yeah.
Gurks too.
A deli shop,
It
right?
was like, what was it? 2 or 3 series of crappy hoagie places,
Yeah.
and then now they got a good guy.
Now they got some heaters coming out of
They
this.
got
This
bit-
gentleman, we met Big Lou.
Shout out to Big Lou, man.
We took a picture with Big Lou.
You took a picture with them?
Yeah, dude, they gave us free broccoli rabe to try.
Really?
They gave us cookies.
They let us
gave
try
us
the
meat
roast
and
beef
shit.
before
Because
the
they're so
sandwich.
slow. They're just hoping for
No,
return
no,
this
customers.
place, dude, this place.
They were talking
Really?
about how they have a
It's right next
hour
to
and
the
a
post
half wait
office.
on the weekends
on the
for
weekends,
sandwiches.
an hour and a half.
Holy
wait.
shit.
7 people slicing sandwiches.
Damn, I gotta go.
Yo, it's probably the best roast beef in Jersey.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's fire, man.
Yeah.
Shout
Holy
out to
shit.
Louis G and his daughter Gianna.
We took a picture with him. Gianna, they got a sandwich.
Raymond
shawty.
was plotting on his shawty.
Yo, if you
Raymond
want
was
some
plotting on the
fire,
sandwich shawty.
No, dude.
If you want
She's
some
gonna
fire
listen to this.
barbecue,
Stop.
go to 322 Barbecue. You know where in Mullica Hill?
Mhm. Zach
You ever go there?
Catanacci used to be a barbecuer. Used to
Dude.
be a barbecue master for them.
I just found out about it from someone who's not from here.
I don't eat barbecue.
I'm like, how did I not know it was there? It's so good.
Raymond works at a
I
barbecue
work
place.
at the best barbecue place in Maryland.
Do you?
Yeah,
It's good.
it's goated.
You didn't bring any?
Is it marked up that high at this point?
It is. It's hands down.
Go to the I'm looking for money from George for saying this. Go to the Heritage Smokehouse and name you're in Baltimore. What part? Let's talk about the town.
It
Neighbor.
is in Belvedere Square.
Raymond is a mixing professional. Is that better than a mixologist? Raymond hates
Mixologist.
Raymond doesn't want to. We said this on the last episode. Raymond thinks that everybody he hates is called a mixologist.
Yeah.
So
I work
Raymond's
it's a rum tiki bar, cocktail bar.
he's a mixing John.
Yeah.
Mixing
I mix
John.
Jones, basically.
You want
Yeah.
you want one of them Jones? You want another one of them Jones?
Pass me that, Joan.
It's the best barbecue in Maryland. Plus,
Wow.
it's also more than just barbecue.
It's a little bit of everything.
Yeah.
I just went to Dover.
Dover, Delaware?
Yeah, to buy a Banshee.
What they got there in
What do
Dover?
they got? Go down there.
Got hot dogs in Dover.
I didn't eat anything.
I thought you
I thought I had a story too, and then I'm like, wait, I don't. Like, there's nothing there
That's
next.
okay.
Yeah, that's dope as fuck. Right? So
Yeah.
actually, you can even bring that up. Have you announced that you're doing that next raffle?
Yeah.
So bring it up.
Thursday. So
Well, this will be
Thursday?
after.
04 mint Banshee. Someone's
Yeah.
gonna be happy.
You guys are going to be hearing about this afterwards, but if you
Yeah.
want to check out Alec's socials after this, he'll be you have a giveaway page, right?
Yeah, level up garage.
Nice.
On
So-
Instagram?
Yep, follow it.
If you're about sweet bike life vids of Alec,
What's your
and his
hand?
stunt team,
My handle on my main page is just Alec Derita, and then my handle on the garage is Level Up Garage,
Yeah.
and then we have another account that's me and Alex, my
Yeah.
girl,
Mhm.
and that's Team Level Up.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's
so
like
is Combo Kids a name or is it just Level Up?
It
It
used to
Combo
be.
Kids was like our initial name to like.
says it on there. The Combo
Yeah,
Kids
because these are
Level
older
Up.
T-shirts.
It's
but-
gone, right?
Yeah, so like I mean, it's still a nickname, but
We
like
lost the Combo Kid.
we're Team Level Up. You know,
Yeah.
like it's our stunt team, and but the Combo
Changed.
Kids was always just like a nickname,
Yeah.
and
He was our pet bird that got out.
yeah, we grew wings and we flew.
True. But yeah.
Hell
That's why we're here.
It was also a really good excuse to do an in-person episode,
yeah, hell yeah.
as well as we're counting down the days to my baby. We went
He's
to the
about to have a
doctor
baby
today.
this week.
I know that's what he was
Fucking
saying.
nuts.
Saturday, right?
This is gonna come out. This is gonna be the episode after the baby.
You're in for it, dude.
Dude, I know. It's either the baby's gonna come before this episode comes out, or this episode's gonna come out and the baby's gonna have to be induced next week.
Yeah.
They're saying she seems like she's getting ready to dilate. It
Yeah.
might come out Saturday, might come out after.
Mhm.
I hope it comes a little earlier, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Hope it comes like Thursday or Friday. But
You're about to have a chub.
I'd have a fucking little unit.
You're about to have no
We
sleep.
were talking about how Raymond was the largest baby in North Philadelphia. Last night.
Have I ever told you
What
this?
did you weigh?
11 pounds, 7
Really?
ounces. Yeah.
That's like
It
a.
was 23 inches
It's like
long.
almost a record.
That's a fucking small beagle.
I was gonna say it's like a prize, like sunfish.
we talked about this. Me and Christina were talking about this today at the fucking at the hospital going in, and I was like, actually though, it's not that crazy. The largest baby in the world was 22 pounds, and she's like, that's like a fucking dog.
Can you imagine that?
You imagine carrying a fucking small beagle.
So I looked up weights of babies,
Mm.
and there's news stories in the past year or two about babies that are 11 pounds 6
Like
ounces.
47 down.
11.
Raymond's name was.
It came up on the first page.
Yeah.
Jesus
In
Christ.
2022, there was a baby that was in the news. It was like 11 pounds 8 ounces.
Yeah,
Baby hug.
because like, what's the average? Like 8 pounds, 8 pounds.
And it's 7.
I
seven.
was 6 pounds 4 ounces.
Yeah.
What were you?
I don't know.
You're a little
7
guy. I
something.
bet you were a little guy.
Maybe I think I don't know. Average.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't like.
That's something we talked about. I don't know why growing up.
What? How big you are as a baby?
Yo, also, my baby weight is my parents' anniversary, too.
Really?
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yep.
Yeah. November.
gnarly.
November
They just lied. They
7th.
just made it up. They're like, yeah, wait.
He was like 11 pounds. Raymond was really like a normal sized baby, but they were like, yeah, he was fat as shit. He was like 11 pounds, 7 ounces.
They just wanted to have him. They
Dude,
wanted him
there's
to
a
have a
story about
record.
one of us where daddy was drunk across the street while one of us was giving, like,
Yeah.
was it me?
He like missed a birth because he was hammered. across the
Slammed.
Fuck yeah.
Slammed against the wall.
Against
It was,
the wall.
I think it was me because I think it was a long birth. And I think he just had enough.
It's like,
And
fuck this.
went across the street to grab a drink with Engel and someone else, and I think Brian.
Yeah.
And heard it was happening, came over, checked it out, and went back. Like, one of
Checked
those,
it out.
Kid looks good.
Yeah, it looks
Like, all right,
great.
everybody's good in here.
You want wings or something like that?
They lied about your weight. They just wanted you to have like a record. Like
He just went outside. He was like, it was like 11 pounds, 7 ounces or something like that.
That is crazy.
Told the
though.
neighborhood.
yeah, right.
Like, what does that correlate? Why was he 6 pounds and I was 11?
I don't know.
That's insane.
It's nuts.
Wow.
I'm excited. I'm
Yeah, it's
excited
cool.
for this. I really do look forward to it. I'm now figuring out all the stuff with like, all right, I have to put on my insurance for work.
Mhm.
And then I also have to take paternity leave or whatever time I'm taking, which is a whole nother fucking thing because I might not get paid for a week. Fucking annoying. But
that's what you're taking, 1 week?
No, I'm probably gonna take 2 weeks.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
So there's it's all different states, different companies, different options. Women, obviously, the birthing parent, that's the word they use now. Birthing parents.
Birthing parent.
Because it's non-gender based. Lost the episode right there. That's really good.
And there's flag. This has been happening every episode.
I just said.
Are you cutting that?
No. No, we're probably keeping
We'll probably keep it. It's
So
funny.
do you have to? I don't know.
It's fun. We said something the other day. I was like, in the fucking government. And there's
Next.
No, Declan brought up, he's like, yeah, so like, isn't it crazy how like you can say COVID was like a sham now and like, and they were like, and there's the podcast.
As soon as you say the C word, like.
So the birthing parent gets paid time, but Christina is a per diem worker and isn't like a full-time worker. So like she works in the healthcare industry.
Yeah.
Certain positions are like contractors positions technically.
Mhm.
So she's technically an independent contractor for medical care, and so like you don't get paid time for that.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna be like off for a week and not getting paid, which is kind of like the annoying part. But other than that, it's different in every state. That's the most stressful thing right now. Other than that, I build a bunch of baby shit. Pretty good at that. I have been setting up the little room. I'm excited to snuggle with this little fuck. It's probably gonna be cool as hell.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm big about snuggles. So like,
How long till you can just rip line drives at him on like
dude, how
Just
old do you think
throw
we were when
mid at
Daddy
him?
tried to rip a line drive at us? We played baseballs for so long,
Yeah.
and I can't imagine when he immediately was like, "Hey, yo, put your hands up."
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Use the fucking glove.
2 hands. God damn it. Like,
Oh my
I'm like
God.
just sitting there. I was like, "Oh wait, please stop." Oh wait.
Throwing fucking
2
mix
years
at him.
old,
Yeah.
hitting me with fucking left hand curveballs. I'm like, Dad, I'm fucking.
Do you
fucking
remember-
4 years old?
Dude, I do it now all the time
What?
with like friends and shit at work. Just a joke. I'll be like, oh, somebody fucks up, like take a lap. Do you remember our dad would make us run laps just like in daily life?
That was a joke from like movies. In reality,
It
it's
was real.
in baseball. In
Didn't he, like-
baseball, not in daily
Did
life.
he make you walk home one time?
Georgie made Georgie welcome.
Okay.
He went down looking on like a clear strike. Georgie will never live this story down because it's obviously a set of trauma for him. It's a serious thing. He went down looking on a strike 3 and lost a game, and my dad was like, "You're walking home," and made him walk home.
Was it right here? Was it right here?
We from baseball field there down to the house.
Far enough.
Yeah, far enough to where Georgie was like, "This is fucked up." Like,
He'll swing next time.
yeah, swing your get the bat off your shoulder.
you were also our dad coached you. You were on our team.
So none
I
of our
was-
friends have that experience with our father.
So I stopped playing.
We played
for,
Pepper. You and Chris were on the team. Mark would just come practice with us.
Yeah.
We played at Samuel Mickle.
So I stopped playing for a while, and then I
Mhm.
think in like maybe 6th or 7th grade,
Yeah.
there was like the team. It was like the A team, but it was Dilks' dad, and it was all the kids from different
Mm.
townships.
Juniors.
Yeah, and the B team was pissed because we had all the good kids from like Swedesboro and all. And Mr. Dilks would call me the good luck charm. We won every game that season, and the only one we lost was to Paulsboro, and I wasn't there. I did nothing. I was just
Yeah.
there to have fun.
All of our parents, like all of our friends, have like a great experience with our dad as a coach because it's obviously different when you're the coach's son.
Mhm.
But like, what would happen? And this is like a joke I have, like where I brought up before, like we'd have bruises on our arm because the game would be at like you'd be in the batting cage, and what it would be is if you swing at a bad pitch, because he's the one calling the strike zone from the pitcher's mound. If you swing at a bad pitch, or like he's doing scenarios and calling out like 3-2, 2-1, this and that, and if you swing at a bad pitch or you take a bad pitch or you're just doing lazy shit, he'd give you a bean. He'd fucking hit you with a ball in the arm.
Just throw the ball at you.
And then if you did it again, he'd make you run a perimeter of the entire baseball complex.
And
That
then
was
probably throw the ball at you when you get back.
Maybe.
maybe.
I feel like I remember
He's
that.
not a bad man. This was just, baseball was a completely different thing. I
You're a
don't know what
great
they did to
dad.
this guy. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what they did
What
to
was his
him.
baseball experience?
Yeah, what the fuck were they doing to this guy?
He was very good at.
I know.
At all sports.
He was very good at like every sport.
From like home plate to first base, they just chucked balls at him.
I don't know.
He would talk about pitching 6 days straight, and it would feel like his arm was going to fall off because he played for 2 or 3 different Legion teams in like an hour radius.
Yeah, screw
Like
that.
his dad wouldn't take him. A coach would go, "Hey George, I want your son to play for us. I'm gonna come pick him up after he's done this game and come play the other game." And that's what. It's like now my dad played baseball. He
Holy
played baseball all week.
Did he pitch or what?
Everything.
Yeah.
He was a pitcher, but like he also did everything. And yeah. We experienced that in our own ways. I mean, and somehow we were still fat. I don't get it.
I don't get it.
Pretty funny. Batting practice with dad. The joke I had wrote was that like I went to school one day and Mrs. Atwell, she's like, "Oh my God, what happened to your arm?" Because like other kids were like, "You have bruises all over you," and I'm like, "Nothing. It was batting practice." My dad. She's like, "What?" She's like, "What do you mean batting practice with your dad?" I was like, "I swung at a bad pitch." She's like, "Jesus Christ, it's like Stockholm syndrome." It's like, I'm like, "Yeah, I was being lazy.
Yeah, I made a mistake.
I dropped a plate."
There was an error.
No,
So how's the comedy stuff?
It's fun.
Still doing stand up?
Yeah, I might go out tonight. I probably won't. I should. I went out last week, and usually when I'm on the road, I go out like 3 to 4 times a week. I mean,
He's
it's
in
fun.
the scene. Declan's in the scene.
You're like part of it now?
I try to be. I try to have people know who I am.
I want to go to a comedy show.
Dude, if you're ever just
I want to go to
for-
like a real good
It's
one. Though.
hard out here, though.
Yeah, so what I would recommend if you're
I
looking
go
for
to
just a
some in
fun
Baltimore.
night,
Yeah.
when I'm home, I go to South Philly, like, which is close to right here. I go to 2nd and Reed, and I go to this place called 2 Street. It's a pub.
Yeah.
Like 10 o'clock, like 11 o'clock at night they start, and it goes until like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning sometimes. And it's a bunch of like actual comedians in Philly that come there just to do fucked up shit. Like a 20, 30 person list. And
It's a couple people on podcasts we listen to.
yeah,
Oh, yeah.
like and I've kind of become friends with a couple people from the podcast that I listen to, which is cool.
Do they
And
just like rip the people up in the crowd?
a little
Any
bit.
of that?
Depends.
Sometimes, dude, yeah. Sometimes, like, it's most of the time it's mainly comedians there, but the best part is when strangers come in.
Yeah.
Like, one night there was a fucking 11-girl karate team, a white girl karate team, like 11-girl karate team, and they
Yeah.
were all lesbians,
And they were like, how old?
probably our age.
Yeah. And they just
And-
got ripped apart.
Yeah, they came in like trying to start shit, and one of the comedians is like, "Are you all lesbian karate people?" And they were like, "Actually, we are." It was ridiculous.
Yeah, that's crazy.
One of the people, like the most dykish looking one, was the coolest person in the group, and then the obviously the prettiest of them, I would put it, the prettiest one there was the owner of. She was like, I own the dojo and I'm the karate master.
Oh my God.
Somebody was like, "You're the biggest asshole in this
Yeah,
room."
get the fuck out. So if I showed up, they'd probably just like rip me up if I sat in the
Not at
front.
all. You'd blend in.
No.
Yeah.
You'd be one of the regulars.
I've been picked out before
Yeah.
because I'll go alone,
Mhm.
and I went on one night when I think everybody in the crowd was a couple.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there by
Oh, that
myself.
sucks.
No, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, but still,
I just
it's
laughed.
They
But
just rip you up.
the guy was like, "Oh, a lot of love in here," and he just points to me. He's like, "Me and you." I was waiting for that too.
Yeah.
I knew exactly where he was going, like his train of thought, his jokes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I got on the stage today and I brought up I was having a baby, and I got off, and the next guy was like, "Yeah, dude, I'm skinny, but I'm getting fat. I'm trying to lose weight. Declan, you're not that big, but like, but you that baby shit's scary, and you probably want to lose like 80 pounds or something. Am I right?" And I'm like, "Oh my God, dude."
We were talking
Shredded
about
me.
how Declan, once they get skinny, so we can hide from his child that he was fat at any
I was
point.
gonna change. I was
Just
gonna
never
Photoshop
tell-
all the pictures.
I was gonna say, what are you gonna do with
Just Photoshop
photos?
my head onto
Get-
skinny bodies.
Get rid of the evidence.
Just gonna Photoshop my head into a handsome boy.
Burns all photos.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Book burning.
So you're gonna get skinny for the baby.
Gonna try. Probably
There you
still.
go.
We were
fat.
talking about how he doesn't want the baby to be a fat piece of shit.
I also don't want to have heart problems. That's
Yeah,
a, that's
there
a
you
thing. Just want to get on top of that.
Yeah.
People keep saying that to me, like, because I sweat a lot, and like so truthfully, I went to the doctor the other day, and I had to get medicine, and I noticed while I was there, because I had like a ear infection and stuff going on, or like a sinus issue. My blood pressure was a little high, is what they said, which can happen from that. But also, I
Liars.
was like, my blood pressure is probably a little high.
What do they know?
So like, I was like, this is the wake up call. I
Yeah.
needed to have a medical professional be like, blood pressure's a little high, because like I was on a boat with friends recently,
Mhm.
like fishing, and I was sweating, and he's like, "Yeah, man, you probably got like heart problems." I'm like, "Stop saying that." Like, to wear the fucking I was
Assume
just
the worst.
I was just vodka sloshed. I was drunk, and the captain was like, "You're sweating a lot there, aren't you?" I'm like, "I'm wearing 3 layers, and I've been drinking vodka all morning. Please leave me alone." Like, I probably have a heart problem, but this is not the moment.
They all rip you apart.
Kind of fat, aren't you? I know.
God damn, sir.
God damn it, sir. You're fat as shit, aren't you? You too, Captain?
I'm trying to go fishing soon.
I go fishing all the time.
Dude, I haven't been fishing in a long time.
We went flounder fishing with my dad last year.
Oh.
Like just right out in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
Like nothing crazy. And we were catching them, me,
I
my
went
girl,
fishing
and
like
2 of my
3 or 4
friends.
times in the past week.
Yeah.
I fish way too much.
Yeah, it's nothing wrong with that.
We did sea bass fishing with your dad
Yeah.
that one time.
Yeah.
I would love to go fishing on the. Did he get a fishing boat more, or has he still got the Sea Ray?
Sea ray.
He's got the Sea Ray that he's getting rid of, and he's got a 20-foot center console.
Damn.
And it's
When did he
nice.
get that?
Midsummer last year.
That's primo
It's a
fishing boat.
Maycraft, I think. It's nice. It's perfect for like
That's awesome.
5-6 people. Like flounder fishing.
Does he keep that in the water too?
Yeah.
No
He keeps it right next to the big boat.
Trying to convince your dad I'm a fucking fishing charter. I'm like, yeah, I'll show you exactly where to go. I have no clue.
No clue. This way.
He's like, deck, land, and sea, right? I'm like, yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I only go down like 3 times a summer though.
Yeah.
We're so big. And as soon as it gets when the weather breaks and it gets nice out, we're just like,
Are you booking shows and shit right now?
yeah. We're doing like a season opener, stunt show
You should have
local
that one open for you.
open. Oh, like a
Yeah.
comedy act. Just rip
Sounds
the
like a
crowd
bad
apart.
idea.
You're like, now you got some wheelies. So we're doing
I've
like,
never done a wheelie in my life, as you can tell.
yeah, we're doing like a season opener local at the dealership who sponsors us, and then we have some other stuff going on.
Yeah.
We normally just wing it. It just comes as it comes. You
Yeah.
know, somebody calls or we reach out to places, and
Do you guys do a fire ring at every event?
no, that's just I don't know.
I
At
come,
the stunt shows, we don't do that.
I
That was
come
like
for the
a.
fire ring.
Do you have like a lackey you hire to like carry your shit yet?
I wish.
Come on.
Do we carry so? Because we have a whole PA system, like
Yeah.
the sound. It's a lot of
You
shit.
have your own PA system?
Yeah, we got 2 giant like
No way.
EV speakers, like
You have a
huge
microphone and
stands,
shit?
generators, everything. Yeah.
You do all that?
Yep. Yeah,
No
we have an
way.
announcer, and the announcer comes out. It's nuts.
Who does the announcing?
Well, we have a few different people, but it depends on like who
So
we're
is
using.
this somebody you hire in your equipment, or is this the dealership?
No, the equipment's ours, so like it's included in it. Like if you want to
Holy
price, yeah, if
shit.
you want to price, like sometimes this numbers might sound high, but it's like we're traveling there. We have 2
You're
motorcycles,
paying guys.
2 riders. We're paying people. We're paying a filmer. We have an announcer. We're doing 3 shows a day. Like
Dude, that's crazy.
yeah,
If you're about this bike life and you want to fake it, we got Alec right here. He will show up with everything you need.
oh, like they act like
Yeah, they're about bike life.
I'll be your stunt double.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or if you
I'll
want to
do
just
it.
have,
Guess.
I'll
or
be a
if you want to
SAG
have a
actor.
stunt team at your fucking birthday party.
There you
to be
go.
honest with
Birthday,
you.
Sweet 16, quinceañeras. Anything. Call me.
Let me be a special guest, a professional rider, and I never even touch a bike when I get there.
Special rider Ray Brooks.
Yeah, I mean, just pulling
You just come
stoppies
out with your
Yeah.
450 and just
Dude, he won
revving
the
it.
X Games.
He won the X Games with the man with the bag on his head.
You just come out after our show and you just
Yeah.
with your 450 and you just stand there and just rev it.
Yeah. Never even get on it.
Yeah. On
He
the
once
side.
put a helicopter upside down, I
Yeah.
heard.
Yeah, but we do it all though. We do, YouTube.
That's gnarly.
You name it.
Do you go to this type of shows? Like, these make me so mad. The fucking drift shows where people are standing there with phones
That's what
trying
they-
to get hit by cars.
Oh, and they're not
Oh.
shows. They're
Oh,
called
that's
takeovers.
in the
What
hood.
is that?
It's like in
bro?
the hood. They do that in Philly.
It's the best thing ever. Go on
It's the best
Instagram.
thing ever.
Go on Instagram. Look up Get Back or Get Smacked. It's an Instagram account. They
Oh
might
my
be
God.
private.
I've seen people get hit by the car.
It's just a full Instagram account of people just getting smoked by cars.
What is the point of that
Dude,
show, Alex?
Did you see the video?
I've seen them. What is
Hold on.
the point of this event?
The one guy got hit, right? He got hit so hard he didn't know what happened. He opens his eyes and just immediately pulls a gun out of his pants and he's just pointing to the round like who did that to me? I don't know. It's funny though.
Is the point to
I don't
get
do
hit?
it.
Are people going there to get hit?
I think
They
it
must be.
seems like the point is to get as close as you can and
Without
then
getting
dodge
hit.
it.
Yeah.
Is that the
You
move?
see the big fat girls just get thrown. Dude, it's great. It's some good stuff.
Do they have a
quality
fire ring there
content.
too?
We'll put a little video of that.
They
right
probably
here.
do. They probably do. It's quality content. It's
Damn.
good stuff.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, it's brutal. And then
Dude,
when the
every time
police
I
show
see
up,
so, that's what makes it. I've turned into
There's-
such an old.
what they do is like the crowd around it, like they
Look,
just
I don't like it.
they just the crowd around the cars like block the police, and then they open the crowd, and the cars just get out the other way.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's how they do it. It's so funny. I mean, it's illegal as fuck.
Dude,
but
street as fuck.
yeah, we don't do anything illegal anymore. Not to say we would do anything illegal, but like we'd ride wheelies on the street and like
Not anymore.
No, dude, it's been 2.5 years probably.
That's how
We're
you
all
started.
legit. Yeah, I know. We're all legit.
Bro, I've seen some crazy videos of Alec out there. If you ever want to see some crazy... Dude, the video of you getting launched and thinking your fucking hamstring exploded.
That was brutal.
That was the craziest...
You took me to the hospital.
Yeah.
Dude, Raymond has been there. Let's say Raymond got Alec's start, actually. Raymond is the actual mastermind.
I owe him
Alec.
royalties.
Dude, Raymond's got some back pay coming his way. It's actually what this dirt bike was. It was a cover-up.
One day.
Dude, that's... I mean, I was promised a free t-shirt. That was all that was
Raymond told me they have t-shirts.
Yeah.
A Doritos electric t-shirt.
We got hoodies.
I still wear my Dorito electric t-shirt.
Do you? We got hoodies and stuff.
Just wearing it earlier.
Yeah. We always have new stuff, so before you leave, grab something.
Oh, that's dope.
Hell yeah.
I might actually grab something.
Dude, I can go for a 2 for $7 longboard right now.
Oh, fuckity fuck.
You got... Hold on. What sizes you got in shirts?
Oh, everything.
You got a...
Actually, I don't know how big. What do you got?
2X?
We have 2Xs. Yeah.
Oh,
What
shit.
about 3X?
I don't have 3Xs right. Wait, no, I do
make
have...
a 2X work.
I lied to you. I'd probably have 3Xs in black shirts.
You doing a lot
All right.
You doing a lot of sales?
It depends. It gets slow, but we do a lot of sales when we do like merch drops. So like if we do a merch drop, we promote the fuck out of it, and then like the first week or two, it'll just be constant like sales, and then it slows down. But we over order because we travel all the time, and when we travel and do shows, we bring our table and our merch tent and all of our merch.
Yeah, well, it's like
So
it's not like it'll go to waste.
No.
Eventually, somebody
Yeah,
will
I
buy
wanna
it
have
or
the-
you'll wear them.
yeah, I want to have the inventory so when we go
Yeah.
places, I'm not like rushing. And a lot of the stuff takes a while.
Or
to
just
get.
the promotion. Do you ever just like hand somebody a free shirt just to promote?
Yeah, like we in Florida, this like young kid, he's like 16,
Yeah.
15 years old, and he's killing it on this stunt bike. And
Yeah.
we never even met him. We're like, this dude's sick, like little kid, like killing it. So me and Alex like went to the van, got a whole care package, and we're like, just wear this shit, dude. And he was stoked, shit like that. Like we don't like sponsor anybody.
You
but-
have a play button over there from YouTube.
Oh yeah,
What was that for?
100K.
What subs?
Yeah, 100,000 subscribers. I worked for that shit forever. I was
Do
so
you
hyped.
remember how many? I feel like when I was with you, it was like less than 1,000.
Oh yeah, dude. There used to be 60 people or 50 people who would watch every video, if that. And I'm like, why the fuck am I doing this? And then after like a year and a half, it was like picking up, and then and then I met Alex, and then we started like pushing it together, and then we just fucking took that shit off.
What are you at now? Like 150?
130 something, 131
Damn.
maybe. But it's YouTube. It's up and down.
Yeah.
If you want to post this on YouTube, you got to cut that out. They'll fucking suppress the views.
Will they really?
No, I'm kidding.
Got me nervous as fuck there
No,
just now. I was like, what?
If you talk shit on YouTube, they'll just be like, nope.
Dude,
And that's
crazy.
how we lost the episode.
Yeah, and we lost the episode.
130K.
No, YouTube's great though. It's just hard. You got to be constant with it. And
Yeah.
but yeah, the plaque was awesome when that came in. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the next thing you can win from YouTube?
$1 million.
Is it gold?
Yeah, it's gold. And then I think there might be like a 5 million now, but I know there's like a diamond or platinum is like
I've
10
seen
million.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
What are those dope little trophies next to
Those
that?
are stunt competition trophies.
Nice.
The small one, sickest trick is like,
What was the trick?
it was a tandem circle, like a circle wheelie where my girlfriend,
It's easy, dude.
no, but she climbs, we've never done it.
I rode the bike with my butthole.
We've never done it in front of,
My ass cheeks were on the throttle.
we've never done it in front of people ever. And we did it one time before the event, and we
Yeah.
thought of it. We're like, what can we do? And like, she climbs up the bike while I'm wheeling it, and she stands on the very top, and like, it's wild. And there was like 15 people.
Can I name it?
Can we put that in?
It's called the Level
The King
Up.
Kong.
It's called the Level Up. Yeah. And
Oh,
like,
that's
we were
dope.
it's
We're
random.
gonna put that in the episode.
What?
We're gonna put that clip in the episode.
Oh yeah, I have it. I'll send
Yeah,
it to you.
bet.
The
Yeah.
there was like 15 people competing for like the sickest trick. There was a bunch of
Yeah.
different competitions, but this one was sickest trick, and it's random the order. We got picked first, and we nailed it first try. And then like 14 people went after us, and like
They
nobody.
couldn't.
Yeah, and then
Did
they just
anybody
gave
get
it to
like a
us.
sidelines interview from that immediately? Like, I just wake up every morning, piss excellence.
Yeah.
Me and True Stunts here are fucking ripping up the competition out there.
Yeah, it was sick. It
You
was
ain't first, your last level up.
it was the most expensive single wheelie we've ever done.
That's
I think
fucking
it was
cool.
like $1,500 or something for that trophy. And I was like, fuck
To win
yeah.
that?
Yeah, just for sickest trick, it was like
Damn.
$1,250 or $1,500. It was like, I immediately said it when we won. I'm like, that was the most expensive single wheelie I've ever done. Like, and then I think I got like third place in like the pro stunt competition.
When are wheelies gonna be in the Olympics? What's going on here?
Yeah, right. I
What's
wish.
Do you aspire?
It's too unorganized.
Do you aspire to go to any type of like large scale like
Is there such thing?
like media competitions now? Is there a thing?
No, not anymore. There used to be like big stunt competitions.
Is there still like like X Games? Is there an X Games next step
No.
for what you do?
No, there's no more. There is overseas, but not in the U.S.
Yeah,
It's just-
like in the UK and shit, right?
yeah, in Czech. There's Czech Stunt Day. There's
Is that like Stunner 13 type shit?
yeah. Well, he's in Poland.
What
but
changed? Why isn't it there anymore?
There was a group called XDL and Extreme whatever, and they did stunt competitions all over, but sponsors weren't giving up enough money to keep the events going, and then they were big too. They were like really good competitions, and people were traveling all over the country for them. And like as soon as I got into it, it died out.
That's insane.
Is that
Yeah.
like an aspiration to start a version of that?
Not really, because the way
Is
that I
there a
look
point
at
in
it,
following that line anymore?
not necessarily. I feel like it's
I
like
don't think you
skateboarding.
have to. That's the thing. You're making your own brand.
That's what
now.
I'm saying,
You're
like-
doing your own events.
Yeah,
It
like I
doesn't-
would love to do stunt competitions, but at the same time, it's like the risk return.
So I guess what I'm understanding now is it's like, so Nitro Circus, I see it come to town as shows.
Mhm.
Just like actually, I made a joke to Raymond. I was like, we're going to see a monster truck show, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to see. Like that's what we're. Is that what you would compare what your like effort is towards being a planned event, a booked show,
Mhm.
a
Yeah,
show
something
that
like
comes
that.
to your not to cheap it, but like a Barnum and Bailey, like Alex and Trush are coming to town this
Exactly,
week. That's
yeah.
cool.
Like the biggest thing in the
Okay.
US that you could do like stunt show wise would be for Monster Energy.
Yeah.
They do like at Supercross, like say for example Daytona Supercross. It's Daytona Bike Week, but they're doing
Yeah.
Supercross at the Daytona Speedway. And like Monster Energy comes and they have like the drift
featured
cars,
riders.
the drift cars, the FMX guys, and
Yeah.
they have stunt riders as well. So like if you can get into that, like that's
Like
like
they had Chino at that one you went to.
Yeah,
So
they had
is there
Gino there.
is there a Red Bull anymore?
Red Bull's big, but Red Bull's a lot bigger with their events overseas in different countries. Like
And now is that something you've ever tried to get into,
You
or
think,
is it something you want to get into?
I would get into any
you think of
major
course.
energy brands. You
Are
know,
you, are you gonna travel overseas to do some shit?
I want to bad.
Have you heard anything about anything like that?
Roman Gendreau from France. He was just here actually.
Yeah.
He's always telling us to come to France, stay with him.
The French love bikes.
Yeah, they're amazing too.
They love the
so
So what do
good.
you do when you go there? Do you rent a
Just
bike?
go. Oh well, he's like, oh, we have bikes.
They
here
would
for
have
you.
one for him.
Yeah, Stunner 13 in Poland. He's like, come whenever. Poland's cold though. I would go though.
I remember watching his videos when we were making the channel in the
yeah,
beginning, dude.
the beast.
That's insane.
Oh yeah,
He's the guy that bunny hops the bike and shit.
that's Romain. Yeah, yeah. He's on the red bike, the French dude.
He'll just hop the bike 180.
Yeah, I can bunny hop, but not like that.
Like
They're
a BMX
wild.
bike, you know how you 180?
Yeah,
Does it on street bikes.
yeah. We've been pushing though. Like me and Alex, she's been really pushing. She's
Yeah.
she's a nut. She crashes a lot, but she's good.
Hey,
She's
still hurt.
in my eyes,
If you ain't bumping, you ain't racing. That's
and
all I
like
gotta say.
yeah, in like most eyes, she's number one. I mean, without a doubt, number one female stunt rider in the country. And she'll hate that I say that.
Is there
but
other people? Is there?
There's other like female riders who are good.
Yeah.
Sure. Like, but in my eyes, like
Yeah.
all around, like everything that she can do, she takes
That's
a big-
crazy.
Yeah.
What is her handles?
Alex Trush. Yep, Alex, and then Troosh.
Yeah, we talked with this. She's got some Dago name, right? What's her last?
Yeah, we're gonna bleep that. That's not that bad. I thought it was gonna be like Petruccianiolo.
No, yeah, it's not like a Dago
Some
crazy.
Guinea shit.
Yeah.
That's our favorite. That's some Guinea shit.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Riga.
We're
That's what
we're just pushing, riding bikes, you know,
Yeah.
That's
selling
fucking
bikes, doing everything. It's a mix of everything into one.
Yeah.
Race bike life.
I am bike life here on out.
You bet to go back. You bet to come back into bike life. Is this the revival? Is this Raymond coming
This
back
is
home
the
to the
revival.
This is
compound?
his
Yeah.
return.
Yeah.
Is this the return to the kingdom?
You need to feature me on your your shows.
Oh, we should do like a collab post.
Should we do comedy bike shows? That'd be fucking fire.
That'd be
Yeah.
wild.
Some fucking pyrotechnics and a fat guy telling jokes and Alec doing wheelies.
I don't think I have anything to offer your show.
Sound.
Maybe.
Dude, we did a stunt show and all the sound just went out. All the music shut off. The mic went off mid-show.
Dude, I would totally do that.
She was like, dude, we were pissed.
You have all the equipment?
Yeah, we have a PA system. We have
I could totally do that.
generators or power from a building, whatever.
You set up shows now in Baltimore.
It's easy.
Yeah.
We don't even have a soundboard or nothing. We just got two big EV speakers and we just plug them together and fucking plug them in.
Well, sounds like Raymond's coming back to the kingdom. Expect Raymond to be wearing.
Yeah.
Raymond's actually going to come work for the Derita Electric Company first. That's the rules. Dave doesn't let anybody into the bike life unless they come do a couple Sparky jabs.
Come wire a couple houses.
You got to wire in a house, Raymond, or you can't fucking come do wheelies at my house.
That's awesome, though, dude.
Hell yeah.
I'm so happy for you. It's amazing.
Happy for you. You want a bike?
It's a good week. Fucking everything's been good, man. It's been a good couple times, except for I had a bucket stolen from some piece of shit. Other than that, it's been good.
Somebody stole his tools in his bucket.
Your tools and your bucket?
A bucket of
I was
tools I had inside of my
dude,
house.
laborers love to steal fucking tools.
Dude, all the
They're
time.
scumbags.
Your brother stole Raymond's tools. We just talked about that outside.
Yeah. Yeah, we get tools.
Raymond was talking about a nice socket set that his brother took from him.
10 millimeter gone.
Yeah,
10 millimeter cane. Gone.
Did you see the picture of the 10 millimeter with the air tag taped to it?
Oh my god.
I love when people
funny.
buy a socket set and they act like they just opened it and they'd already previously removed the 10 millimeter. Like shit, already lost it.
They should come with like 3 or 4 in there.
Yeah,
Extra.
you're right.
Hell yeah.
You're right. What else we got? Dude, so listen, we just knocked off the 4th sandwich. All right. I need to take it upon myself to get the tuna hoagie this weekend.
True.
You like how when we were talking to Louis, I said to Louis G, the guy that owned the sandwich shop.
Big Lou.
Big Lou.
Yeah.
Big Lou.
All right, Big Louis.
His daughter works there. She's a slamwich smoke shop.
So I said to him, I was like, this place used to just be like old shitty hoagie shops. I realized that I refer to sandwich places as hoagie shops.
Yeah.
Is that trash?
No, it's normal here. I get shit for it all the time in Baltimore. Nobody says it.
Because it's not a hoagie down there. It's a sandwich of lies.
Dude, they make shit ass sandwiches in Baltimore. It's horrible.
I told you how much I did not enjoy that place when I went there.
They're hot dog buns. They literally use these rolls that are like hot dog buns.
Yeah, it's a problem.
Yeah.
I stayed in a hotel.
I'm going to need a refund.
I stayed in a hotel that was supposed to be nice.
Yeah.
And it was actually a half-smoking hotel that had a African church downstairs and a nightclub on the weekends in it.
Is this the one that the
fridge was making weird noises?
No, the fridge turned off. And
oh
you
no, that was
food?
in Long Island. I took a weekend getaway with Christina down to Baltimore. I don't know why. And we went to the fucking aquarium. I thought we were gonna make a weekend of this. Like 6 hours into it, I'm like, we could have just drove down here and went home. This was a terrible idea. We stayed in a hotel that was supposed to be non-smoking. Supposed to have breakfast. No breakfast. It was supposed to be non-smoking. The other side of the hall was smoking. Our side wasn't, and the blankets had burn holes in it. And there was a fucking cricket in the air conditioner.
In the unit?
Yeah.
Oh
so every
my
night
God.
you go to bed and you'd be like, it's fucked up. It was funny. And literally we made it so we would stay there for 2 days. So we get down there first night, try to have some fun. Hotel sucks. Next day we got out in Baltimore. We still have one more night to stay there. We literally went out in the harbor. We were like, all right, that's it. We did everything in Baltimore. Did all the stuff downtown. Sucked. All right. Went to the aquarium. It was fun. But then everything else sucked. There's no good restaurants down there anymore. The Bubba Gump Shrimp Company's gone.
Okay.
The ESPN zone's gone.
Really?
Yeah. All the dope
All
places.
the shit that we went to for school is all gone.
It's
The
all
duck
gone.
boats are gone.
Remember how dope it was when we were kids?
Yeah, that's
gone.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Just
Baltimore
shit area?
gay as
It
hell.
just changed.
Shit.
City's changed.
But the one thing they had, there was an Italian neighborhood
Mhm.
about a block and a half off the harbor.
Yeah.
And there was a couple different Italian restaurants. Like we had
It's
dinner
Little
down
Italy.
there. Yeah, Little
It's
Italy.
like one block. It's so
It's all
small.
right.
Yeah.
It was all right. It wasn't that good for Little Italy. So then the next day we didn't know what to do. So then we just went to a fucking Dave and Buster's outside of the city, 25 minutes away.
So like you could have just stayed home.
Yeah. I was like, I could have came here for the
You could
day
have
and
went to
went
the
home.
Camden Aquarium and just
Crazy.
yeah.
It's
Wow.
terrible.
I'm hungry
But
now.
I think we're getting to the end here, guys.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
would say this has been a blast.
Hell yeah.
What a great talk we had, and we got to do it again.
Yep,
Yeah, I'm down.
absolutely.
But I want you to shout out anything you want to shout out, socials or anything, or like maybe some advice for anybody, something that's on your mind, anything about trying to make it or create a brand, anything.
Just keep pushing it because I did it for 6 years and we're still building the brand. You know, like we're still building brand and we're still building new brands and like pushing it, but you have to be consistent. Yeah, like number one is like if you're gonna set a post time or a time to do something and say it's once a week, do it once a week. Don't mess it up. Don't slip. Like just keep it going and the consistency is number one. You know? Like obviously like quality is great and all that stuff, but like as long as you stay consistent in it, like you're always going to learn and you're always going to be able to better it as you go. But if you just stop doing it, you're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah.
So consistency, number one. Shout out to all the sponsors that make the stunt riding possible. DTM Power Sports, Ruroc, the helmet company.
You're gonna need some money for that
Impact
DTM, by the way. Need some bills for that pussy.
Hell yeah. Impact Tech, shout out to True Stunts. Follow her, or Alex Truce. Follow her on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
Follow Alec Derita. Level Up Stunt Team on YouTube. Follow the podcast. Follow everything.
Level Up Garage.
Hell yeah, Level Up Garage. If you're listening to this podcast, come back next week. Listen to the next one and listen to the whole thing.
We're going to have you back. We're going to have Alec on a couple times.
Yeah, I'm down.
I feel like we should do this a couple times when we can. It's fun to have somewhere cool to come do it. My house was a good place for us to sit down, but now I have a baby there, so it's kind of harder.
Yeah.
If you want to, let's do a sweet gnarly brapcast. I guess we can do some wheelies at your house.
We could do one at the lot.
Anywhere I could bring this.
Yeah, I have power in the van.
Yeah, we should definitely have Alec down for another episode.
Yeah,
I mean,
well,
even if you come down to Baltimore, just come check it out.
Yeah.
I have Alex on too. I bet you Alex would have some fun with
she would kill it. Yeah,
Does
she loves podcasts.
Does she like the podcast?
Yeah, we did a few of them. She loves
Yeah.
podcasts.
If you'd like to call, leave us a voicemail, text us. Declan's looking for some advice for being a father.
Yes, I am. I'm also looking for your favorite karaoke songs. Not gonna stop pushing that. I need to know what you like to do when you go out on a Tuesday night and get drunk with your lady friends. But I would like your advice as a father, or advice about babies, or how not to kill babies, or how not to make them fat. That's my biggest concern, dude. I hope this thing's not fat, but there's a good chance I'm gonna make him fat, and I need your help. So as a family and a community, I'm talking to you, Jody. I can hear you upstairs. You have skinny kids. Help me. Help me. All right. I walked in the door. She had a quiche. I'm like, that's probably it. I got to feed this kid quiches. Because mommy wasn't feeding us quiches. It was Frosted Flakes and fucking sandwiches.
So the phone number is 215-360-3451. And you can leave us a voicemail or text us. But follow our socials. Declan is at Declan Loves Meatballs on Instagram.
You know it.
And then our podcast page on Instagram is 555 Let Me Call You Back. And you can find me at Ray_Brooks, BROOX. And that is it, guys.
Alex, thank you for having us to the Level Up compound at the Derita household. Shout out to Jody and Dave. You guys are awesome supporters. I love your parents. I love that your parents are so excited about our podcast.
Yep. And that's it.
Love it. Have a good week, fellas, and everybody.
Peace.
Yeah.